In this video, how does the Clio fare against the compression test? Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In the last video featuring the Clio, we found that it really doesn't run properly at all. So we'll just start this up and I'll show you what the running issue looks like. That misfire and horribly rough running would suggest that all is not quite well, and in fact it's very reminiscent of the problems we had with the Fox. So I think the first place to start with this would be with a compression test. Now, it's already had a new set of plugs, already had a distributor cap. I've checked the condition of the HT leads, they look to be all intact. I've checked the impedance of them, and there's definitely no wild differences between them that would suggest there's problems with the leads. So let's move on to a compression test to see what's going on there. Now, very similar process to what we followed with the Fox, except there's 4 cylinders rather than 3. In this case, I've disconnected the power feed to the single point injection unit, rather than in the Fox where we disconnected each individual injector. That should mean that no fuel gets to the cylinders whilst we're cranking for the compression test. And obviously I've removed the leads, removed the spark plugs. So let's get cracking with that and we'll see how we get on. So I've removed the airbox, disconnected the fuel injection unit. We've got single point Bosch injection on this model. Removed the spark plugs and obviously the HT leads, and we're going to perform a compression test just like we did with the Fox. So I've got the compression tester in the number 1 cylinder at the moment. Let me turn the engine over. We have 180 psi. Keep track of where the key is. Cylinder 2. $170, so slightly lower. $185. Now cylinder number 4. $185. So all in all, that seems to indicate that the engine's fairly healthy, I would say. There's a slight variation on one of the cylinders, but fairly strong. And for an engine that's nearly 30 years old, granted it hasn't done many miles, I would say that indicates a fairly healthy engine compression-wise. And then I would start to wonder what the problem actually is that we're up against here. Is it a problem with the fuel system? Is it have I missed something with a vacuum line? I've been through them, but you never know. There might be a pinhole somewhere letting air in where it shouldn't, or out where it shouldn't. But certainly, compression-wise, I think we're okay. I think one thing I will do is stick a bore scope down these spark plug holes to see if there's anything clearly amiss with each cylinder. But I don't think at this stage it warrants taking the head off. Let me know in the comments if you think otherwise, but certainly based on the compression test results, I'm not 100% sure I need to embark on a third head removal job. So, yeah, I don't know, because that was going to be the sort of obvious next step for me, would be to start stripping it down, but I'm not sure it actually warrants it, and I'd really rather not waste the time doing that if it's not going to actually fix the problem. But I think we'll try out. I'll see if I can get a hold of a bore scope from someone, have a look down the plug holes and see if there's anything untoward. But based on that compression test result, I think we're good in that regard. Which leaves me even more stumped. I mean, what is actually wrong with this thing? If you've got any ideas, I would be very glad to hear them, because it really is leaving me stumped, and that's sort of summed up my entire time with this car so far, is that actually working out what's wrong with it seems to be pretty difficult. So if you've got any ideas, if you've got any experience with these, for the 1.4 E7J engine, then please do let me know, because I'd be glad to hear of any alternative opinions as to what might be wrong. But it seems that the compression test isn't the answer we were looking for. Or maybe it is, because I really don't want to have to strip the head down if I can help it. But that's all for this episode. Thanks very much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one.